Welcome to the Bookworm Duo, where we explore a variety of books. Let's get started.
Hello, everyone.
Today we're diving into Hollie Overton's novel, A Mother's Guide to the Apocalypse.
It's quite a title, isn't it? Really grabs you.
It does. And the story, well, it explores some really deep themes. Parental anxiety, what happens when society collapses.
And family resilience, right? How people cope under just unimaginable pressure. We're going to use the book as a lens, basically.
Exactly. Our mission here is to kind of walk through the book's events chronologically.
But not just a summary. We want to unpack the choices the Clark family makes. It's an extraordinary story.
Yeah, how one mother's planning, her foresight, and then her family's sheer determination helps them navigate this totally fractured world.
And what we hope you, the listener, take away isn't just a thriller plot.
No, it's more about that fundamental drive, that instinct to protect the people you love.
And the psychological side, too, the uncertainty, how family holds together when everything else just crumbles.
You see, these anxieties, things may be dismissed at first, becoming vital survival skills. It's fascinating.
And how unlikely people find this fierce new purpose.
Okay, so let's start before the world goes sideways. Let's talk about Olivia Clark.
Right. Before the collapse. So Olivia, she seems to have it all on the surface.
Successful film and TV producer, married to Sam, mother to identical triplets, Rosie, Bettie, and Cassie.
Which sounds exhausting just saying it.
Oh, she calls it exhausting and messy and all-consuming, but she loves it. That's key.
And her background is really important here. She didn't have it easy.
Yeah, tough childhood. Had to raise her younger brother, Lucas, after their mother died from an overdose.
So she's self-made,
Yeah.
a real problem solver, fiercely protective. That's baked into who she is.
It explains how she built this life she loved, but also maybe why she's so attuned to potential threats, life's fragility.
Absolutely. And that sensitivity starts to show. Even with all her success, this anxiety creeps in.
Yeah, she gets fixated on news headlines. Wars and pandemics, she mentions.
Bulletproof vests for kindergartners, parasites in the water. It's this constant hum of potential disaster.
And it's not abstract for her. It feels very real, very present.
Which, feels very contemporary, doesn't it? That struggle we all have.
Totally. Being informed versus just drowning in bad news.
How do you filter the real threats from the noise? For Olivia, this fear becomes a catalyst. She can't just ignore it.
And then comes this pivotal moment. It seems almost mundane at first.
Her run through the neighborhood.
Yeah, her predictably boring Woodland Hills subdivision. She glances into a neighbor's open garage.
And sees it's just stocked. Floor to ceiling, water, food, supplies.
Even knives on the wall.
Yeah.
And then she starts noticing other houses look similar, like a secret club.
It's a huge turning point, this quiet, almost accidental discovery.
Her husband, Sam, he just laughs it off, right?
Yeah.
Calls her worries bollocks.
Classic dismissal. But Olivia, being Olivia, the problem solver.
She doesn't back down. She starts making lists, disaster prep lists.
And she frames it almost like self-care, which is interesting.
Yeah. She compares prepping to like a skincare routine. If you spend time on that, why not on keeping your family safe?
It's a logical step for her, driven by that protective instinct.
So her first focus is super practical. Water.
Makes sense. She triples her water delivery, stocks up on bottled water, researches purification tablets.
Bleaching tablets, rainwater collection,
The
the whole 9 yards. It's detailed.
And her guide mentions specifics like boiling water for 10 minutes, not just 1 to 5, to avoid getting sick.
Using bleach for non-drinking water. It underscores how vital water is 3 days without it versus months without food.
It's that foundational knowledge. Preparing for the worst, even if others think it's extreme, it gives a sense of control, maybe?
Maybe. But then, theory becomes reality.
Yeah.
The home invasion.
Oh, that's brutal. Just validates all her fears in the worst way.
Sam's away. There's a heat wave. Power's out. She's alone with the babies.
And an intruder breaks in with one of her own knives.
Terrifying. It's actually Rosie, one of the triplets, whose scream distracts the attacker.
Gives Olivia that split second she needs to fight back, to disarm her.
Can you imagine? That's pure adrenaline, pure mama bear instinct.
It cements everything for her. She posts about it online, on her Mama Bear forum.
And decides she needs to learn how to shoot, even though Sam strongly disapproves.
Yeah, he's really not on board, which leads to more problems.
Definitely. This prepping, this obsession, as Sam sees it, it drives a huge wedge between them.
He just refuses to engage. She wants him to take a survival class.
And he calls it cosplaying Robinson fucking Crusoe.
Ouch. Yeah. The fights get worse. She feels totally alone in this.
It's that breakdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
When partners see risk so differently.
And instead of talking to Olivia, Sam starts talking about her to Mel.
Mel, Olivia's best friend, which is just, wow.
Their shared frustration, Mel's
Yeah.
own history with Sam, it leads to them rekindling a past affair.
A brief one they had years ago, apparently. Mel confesses it later. Sam feels guilty.
The pressure is just immense. The world feels like it's ending. Their marriage is cracking.
And then Olivia finds out about the affair. Complete betrayal. Sam even offers her a divorce and out.
Just as she's decided she does want out, wants to move back to England, disaster strikes. Literally.
The flash flood in Laurel Canyon. She gets caught in it.
Suffers a traumatic brain injury, ends up in a coma, and eventually she's presumed dead.
Horrific timing. Personal tragedy colliding with global catastrophe.
Because right then, the collapse hits hard. A massive earthquake in California.
Millions dead, the U.S. fractures, climate disasters, technology is basically gone.
And Sam, believing Olivia's dead, panics. Utterly panics.
He makes this huge unilateral decision, sells the house.
Grabs the babies, the triplets, and just flees. To Newcastle in England, near his mum.
And crucially, he never files a missing persons report for Olivia.
It's born out of grief and for this desperate need to protect the girls, but it's a massive deception.
A deception that shapes their entire lives for years.
So jump forward, years later. The triplets are growing up in Newcastle.
Shielded from the truth about their mom, shielded from a lot of the harsh post-collapse world.
And the irony, as you said, Sam becomes this expert prepper himself.
Right. The guy who mocked it. Now he's an skilled farmer, cook, totally self-sufficient.
He's using Olivia's skills, her principles, to keep them alive. It's quite a turnaround.
But that carefully constructed world starts to fray. Sam Dad begins to decline.
Yeah. Cognitive issues. Memory loss, getting lost. It forces the girl's hands.
Rosie, the oldest triplet, calls a sister talk. They have to figure out what to do about Dad.
And it's around this time they find it. The notebook.
Olivia's mother's guide to the apocalypse. Wow. A piece of the mother they thought was dead.
And then Granny, Sam's mom, gives them photos.
Ugh.
And one has this cryptic note from Mel.
Dated 3 years after Olivia supposedly died, mentioning she might be alive in New Pacific.
Talk about a bombshell. Everything they knew is suddenly wrong. Hope, but also confusion, anger maybe.
Oh, definitely. They confront Sam.
And he breaks down, tells them the official story again, the flood, his guilt, wanting to protect them.
It's heartbreaking, but it's still built on that initial lie.
So the girls need answers. Rosie and Betty go see Dr. McLaughlin, Rosie's university lecturer.
Who happens to have rare internet access, like proper old school internet.
I/O and home access, yeah. And she connects them via video link to Mel.
Mel's in Idlewild, New Pacific, and she looks different.
Metallic prosthetic legs. Lost hers in the earthquake.
Wow. Mel seems happy, sad, conflicted.
Yeah.
Shares stories about Olivia, confirms Sam's farmer transformation.
And hints, right, that Olivia might have tried looking for them, but communication was just impossible back then.
But things get complicated fast. Sam tries to get a visa for New Pacific.
Denied. Just flat out denied.
And Rosie, digging deeper with help from Dr. McLaughlin's wife, Rita, who's in British intelligence, conveniently.
Finds out why. The New Pacific police want to question Sam about Olivia's disappearance.
Uh-oh. So now Rosie knows her dad is basically a person of interest.
And she keeps it secret. From her sisters, from her dad, trying to hold everything together.
Which just adds another layer of tension as they decide to go anyway.
Right, they travel to New Pacific regardless, and the second they land.
Sam's passport flags an alert. Guards detain him immediately. Citizen of what was formerly known as the United States.
Welcome to New Pacific. Suspicion, borders, a whole new world order.
Mel shows up with her son, Dominic, in an RV, gives the girls hydration tablets. It's super hot.
But Dominic lets slip hints about how dangerous it is there. Criminal elements.
Betty sees Mel has a gun. Suddenly, Mel seems shady. Not just the friend from the video call.
Meanwhile, Sam's getting grilled by Officer Stanley.
About Olivia, why no missing persons report, the affair with Mel, dragging up all the painful history.
He's forced to confront his past failures, his inability to support Olivia back then. It's rough.
And poor Betty. She's pregnant, remember? All this secrecy, the danger, Mel acting weird.
She's overwhelmed. And she calls Rita back in the UK for help.
And finds out something terrifying about Mel, a past hospitalization for attacking your own son, Dominic, during a breakdown.
That clicks with her mother's guide, right? Protecting your offspring. Betty's own protective instincts are firing on all cylinders now.
Totally. And while all this is happening, Cassie, the quiet, artistic one.
Takes matters into her own hands. She got hold of a bootleg cell phone somewhere.
And researched this guy Joey, Gojo420 online. Leader of the Guardians gang, controls the black market for meds.
And she decides she's going with Dominic to LA to confront him.
Dominic warns her Joey's dangerous, ruthless. But Cassie's determined. She has this hidden strength.
She does. Their journey to LA is perilous. Post-collapse landscape, dangerous ruins.
Dominic shares his story, the earthquake, his mom's injuries, the government abandoning them. They even get chased.
It paints a grim picture of this new reality.
They finally reach Joey's compound. Fortified gangs. It's intense.
And Joey drops the biggest bombshell yet.
He knew Olivia from the prepping forum, Mama Bear 3.
And she's alive, working at a climate camp nearby.
He mentions a head injury, hints that Olivia thought the triplets died. Unbelievable. Matching grief.
It's overwhelming. Then Joey gets creepy, makes advances on Cassie.
Big mistake. Cassie uses the self-defense Sam taught her, takes him down.
Turns out the quiet artist has moves. She demands answers, protects herself. It's a huge moment for her.
Then things move fast. She meets her Uncle Lucas, Olivia's brother.
Who's now this big shot, Luke Hayes, living in luxury, involved in rebuilding New Pacific.
He confirms it. Olivia's alive, working nearby as executive director of a climate camp.
And finally, Cassie sees her mother for the first time in years.
Olivia's in a wheelchair from her injuries, but she's overjoyed. It's incredibly emotional.
Olivia talks about how her prepping skills are ironically vital in her new job.
Cassie calls her sisters, weeping, shares the news via sat phone. They rush to LA.
And the whole family, Sam, the three girls, are finally reunited with Olivia. Tears, relief, disbelief.
But the story isn't over. There's still Lucas's deception.
Right. At this fancy gala Lucas throws, Olivia starts putting the pieces together.
Lucas didn't just benefit from her death, he orchestrated things. Sold her house, lied about death certificates.
Had an affair with her protege, Rory. And he was planning to drug Olivia, replace her with Rory at the camp.
All to protect his deals with Joey and the Guardians gang. It's pure evil, betraying his own sister like that.
So they confront him. Olivia goes after Joey. Sam goes after Lucas.
But Sam's ill, Olivia's injured, they're overpowered easily, it looks bleak.
And then Bettie.
Bettie, who secretly took Rosie's gun earlier.
She steps up, shoots Joey, shoots Lucas, just stops them cold.
Driven by rage at their lies, the threat to her baby, the threat to the camp kids, it's stunning.
The quiet sister becomes the protector. It changes everything.
Just then, Rita's call pays off. British consulate officials arrive.
They take the whole Clark family into protective custody. They're finally safe, heading back to England.
Wow, what a climax.
Absolutely intense.
So skip ahead 1 year. Epilogue time.
They're back in Newcastle. Olivia, Sam, the girls. Life is settling.
Olivia's morning routine. Cuddling her granddaughter, Gemma. Betty's baby. New life.
Sam and Cassie are gardening, working on that greenhouse initiative idea Olivia had way back when.
Turning survival into creation. It's beautiful.
Betty's found peace, sort of. Reflects on what she did, accepts her own strength, like her mother's.
Lucas is in maximum security prison. Good.
And Olivia gets all his assets. Restitution. She'll use it for the family.
Cassie finds her own way, too. Goes back to run the greenhouse initiative at the climate camp.
Yeah.
Purpose, independence.
And Olivia and Sam, well, Olivia still has health issues from the injury, migraines, seizures.
Sam's illness is progressing, but they have this completeness, she calls it.
Yeah, enduring love. And the knowledge that despite everything, they taught their daughters how to survive. And more importantly, how to live.
That her prepping ultimately wasn't just about lists and supplies.
Exactly. The final lesson, maybe. Love, connection, family, that's the real guide to the apocalypse. That's the ultimate protection.
That's our deep dive into A Mother's Guide to the Apocalypse. What a journey of survival, betrayal, and ultimate family strength. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe for more bookish adventures and hit that like button if you enjoyed the ride. Don't forget to share the knowledge, spread the word.